That is what I used to say. Agent Cypher reporting. I've discovered so much on this last mission of self-discovery. I am currently attempting to separate the good from the bad, and it is overwhelming, to say the least. Who am I? Why am I here? Who put me away? Why have I been assigned this task of simple documentation and analysis, when I know I am capable of much, much more? I am now fully aware of my situation, although still coping with some elements of my present status. After my last documentation, I asked clearance from Dr. Angel to travel to the ruins of Containment Site 25 for any possible answers that might explain my detainment and subjective amnesia. As I stated in my first mission, I have no knowledge of the past 30 years, and am quite concerned about what happened between the events of SCP-076-2's last escape attempt and now. These notes will act as my official documentation of the mission. I was able to capture 95% of the journey on audio. I submit that audio as my official statement and report. Mobile Task Force, Epsilon 76. Agent Cypher reporting. I have just completed my documentation of Omega-7 and Pandora's Box. I am currently walking to Angel's office, although she has granted my request to travel to the ruins of Containment Area 25. She said that she needed to discuss a few minor stipulations before I embark. On a personal note, my hands and neck are beginning to feel a bit stiff. It may just be nerves or excitement, but I feel unusually calm about this mission. That concerns me. Angel, you wanted to see me.
Yes, Cypher. Please come in. Have a seat, won't you?
I prefer to stand, ma'am.
Suit yourself. As you're well aware, your request to travel to Containment Area 25, or rather, what remains of Containment Area 25 has been granted. But I wanted to add some stipulations to your mission before you leave.
What are these stipulations? I'm quite anxious to embark, ma'am.
You can't embark alone. It's the Foundation protocol that all agents of the Foundation must have a team accompany them on all funded and non-funded missions. Therefore, I will be assigning you a task force to accompany you on this mission.
I do not understand, ma'am. This is a simple reconnaissance mission. There is no need to waste anyone else's time with my desire to discover my past.
True, but it's protocol, and we follow the rules here. Is that clear?
Crystal.
Good. Now, don't you worry your pretty little head over it. I wouldn't send you off with complete strangers.
Reaver, Dr. O'Connor, it is good to see you again.
Well, look what the cat dragged in.
We haven't seen you since
Angel's rescue, I know. I was, quote, unquote, on vacation.
Really? Where to?
Funny, I cannot recall where I went.
Then how do you know you went on vacation?
I was welcomed by Angel here when I, quote, unquote, came back. I am not familiar with these two.
Allow me to introduce myself, sir. I am Agent Thunder, Strategics and Tactical.
I'm Agent Buzz, Communications Specialist.
Angel, what are you planning here? I do not need an army.
Cypher, after CA-25 detonated their warhead, the site never ceased to operate. If you want answers, you'll need a team to get you in there, which is why I'm coming too.
You? Why you?
Let's just say, I owe ya. Well, shall we?
I assume I do not have any choice in this matter.
That's right, pal.
It's either all of us or nobody goes.
I accept.
Fantastic. You'll find our transportation is waiting for us in Hangar 43G.
I did, in fact, record our walk to Hangar 43G, but there was not much conversation, save one. Agent Thunder may have a fondness for me.
Agent Cypher?
Yes, Agent Thunder.
Is it true that you have experience with SCP-076?
I do not see how that is relevant to what our mission is.
Well, no, it's not, but I just...
You seem to be stuttering. Is there something wrong?
She's just fangirling over you.
Fangirling? Define fangirling.
Oh, this should be good. I love when people have to define current slang to someone who still thinks groovy and fly are in words.
You should have seen it when someone actually showed Sai what twerking was. I've never seen the man more uncomfortable.
Gentlemen, please. I am attempting to increase my knowledge of current events. And yes, that twerking incident was most unpleasant. Now, Agent Buzz, please continue.
Fangirling. Well, it's when you get really excited about the mention or in the presence of something, so much that you start shaking, sweating, or stammering your speech. Think of all those girls who were screaming for Elvis or the Beatles. You could barely hear the music over them, right? That's fangirling.
Bravo! Someone who finally defines current slang in the terms the old man here can relate to.
Well, I am a communications specialist.
A very interesting notion indeed. And Angel was correct. I understood completely what this fangirling was. We arrived in Hangar 43G and were presented with a very unusual surprise.
Merry Christmas, girls!
A V-22 Osprey? We're going to stick out like a couple of sore thumbs.
Last time I checked, Reaver, we didn't have a runway.
Never sass the boss, man.
I have always wanted to fly in one of these. I guess this would be a fangirling moment.
Shit. Now he'll be using that word for the next 5 weeks.
Come on, people, we don't have time to lose. I'd like to be back here by tomorrow.
We loaded ourselves on the aircraft and promptly took off. It was a very exciting experience. I had not been in a helicopter since basic training, and a cargo plane since I was an airborne. It was like I was a child again. On board was a complete arsenal of weaponry at our disposal. Let us just say that Reaver was pleased.
This bitch has everything. AA-12s, RBS-70s, XM-25s. Oh man, I can now die happy.
That's nice. So Doc, Thunder, Buzz, what do you all know about Pandora's box?
The weaponization of SCP-076-2 and Omega-7 is a fascinating tale.
I know the basics of the account, but the details are presently skipping my mind.
Cypher, would you like to field this one?
General Bow of the Bow Commission decided that since SCP-076-2, or Able, was a very dangerous individual, why not turn him loose on enemies of the United States of America? And for a time, it worked. Able was quite talented at finding new ways to kill humans. He was fitted with an explosive collar so that, in the event he were to get out of control, he would have been neutralized instantly. But the missions got fewer and fewer, and Able got more and more restless, until he finally snapped. The director of Omega-7 pleaded with General Ball to terminate Able, but the general refused. That was until Able disabled his collar. Containment Area 25 was forced to detonate its on-site nuclear warhead, killing Able and everyone within a 50-mile radius.
What does any of this have to do with you, Cypher?
I was part of Omega-7. I was Able's handler. It was my responsibility to terminate him when he began to get out of control. My decision to terminate was usurped by the good general. We are going to the ruins of Containment Area 25 to look for clues that may allow me to find out what happened to me between the time of the detonation and now, all of which I have no memory of.
But what of Able now? Where did they take him?
Containment Area 25B. It's a more secure and technologically advanced facility. Since the destruction of Containment Area 25, there's not been one single escape attempt. Some say it's due to the highly superior security defenses. I think it's something else.
The hell is going on?
I'll speak to the pilot.
I foresee a bumpy ride. May I suggest we all put on our safety harnesses?
hell was that? That wasn't military.
It wasn't Russian, German, Japanese, Arab, or Israeli either. That was something completely foreign.
Maybe something alien.
I wouldn't be surprised. You do work at SCP. We see some pretty crazy things in there.
What the hell was that?
We lost an engine. Make sure you're all buckled in. This is not gonna be a pretty landing.
We're gonna crash?
Keep your pantyhose on, kid. And stay strapped in. You'll be fine.
Brace for impact!
Is everyone all right? Angel?
Yeah, I'm good.
Reaver?
Yep.
O'Connor?
Present.
Thunder?
A little sore, but here.
Buzz? Buzz? Buzz?
Oh God, I found him. He's dead.
What? This bird is still flyable after some repairs. What happened?
Angel, where exactly are we?
About 65 kilometers south-southwest from our destination.
Then I suggest we start walking. We have a lot of ground to cover, and 65 kilometers on foot should take us roughly 13 hours. I suggest we get moving.